Alright. Hey, everybody, this is
Who's
Sinspeaks.
ready to get fucked?
I don't want to.
Not the lady you just took into that building.
She's very passive, not aggressive? Is she passive aggressive?
I don't think she's gonna be passive aggressive for very long.
I think she's just basically being passive. That is a horse cock.
What?
Are you sure about that?
I think that's her fist drawn. Anyways, so welcome to another episode of JoJo's Jumpchain. Lilith is not here for some reason. I don't know why she's not here, but she's not here. Anyways, so last we left off, Corn, take it away.
That's definitely a fist.
When last we left off, there was a sequence. There was a small portion where I don't think it was actually recording, where basically Buck hung out with a man named Doug, or as he was referred to,
no, that wasn't.
as he was referred to in the game, True Survivor. The wielder of True Survivor, Doug, went and it got some food with Walrus. What was your character's name? James.
James as the amnesiac at this point.
So James and Doug hung out for a while until Doug had a small existential crisis as he realized, oh god, Tanya's going to know that I ditched my post. Fortunately, Walrus decided, he's like, oh yeah, no, I'm captured now. See, held out his wrists and then had a snake bind them. Doug, of course, responded with, thanks, dude. You wanna tour around this place?
Sure.
Yeah. Unfortunately, before the tour can actually begin, another group of individuals does start to arrive. Namely, a titaness of a woman and the Ron. I don't even have other adjectives. It's the Ron. Because I don't have another map. And I don't really pay attention to the maps as much. Basically, right now, what you're looking because you guys are still on the street. Yeah, people scribbling just a little bit.
Someone has been doodling.
Yeah, let me.
Look, I got bored during y'all's conversation.
Let me just clear that. There we go.
Very odd conversation of terminology.
You just murdered Guile. It looked like Guile.
I was going to
name it Guile.
Hey, either one, yeah.
Me, Robin, and Lilith.
Well, they're technically not there, so
yeah. All y'all are currently out.
Do you have a picture for True Survivor yet?
No. I was talking to sister, and she doesn't have one yet. But it's totally fine.
Fair. All you really need is a picture of a cockroach.
This is true. Sin could probably just DM me a picture of a cockroach. I can
just
upload
put one down on.
Yeah. Yeah. Either way, the main thing is that True Survivor and Walrus are now seen by and can see Tanya, as the four of you are now standing in the same room. Tanya looking particularly confused.
Wait, what? Sorry, what just happened?
Buck and Doug both are at Cater because Buck is pretending to be his captured individual.
Right.
Ron was with Tanya. Tanya was headed back to Cater to bring her, capture. Both of them are now at Cater, so now both Tanya and True Survivor have both brought their quote-unquote prisoners and have just encountered one another.
Fuck, dude. You guys are on your own. I don't know what to help you.
Sin, can you hit pause? The button just got hit for me, so I have to...
Alright, and we're back.
We mentioned that Doug has a dog, and Ron seems very excited about the idea of a big floofer.
So, he sees the dog, he's just like, zoom!
Wait, the dog's not actually there.
Yeah, the dog's not there. Doug just owns a dog.
Yeah.
Find my map.
At the moment, you currently... Yeah, so Ron, you spot Walrus, whose wrists appear to be bound in snakes, and a person wearing a leather jacket.
So first thing he would be doing is he would look over from the side of his mistress and be like,
never call me that word ever again, is what she would say if you'd actually said that out loud.
No, but he definitely says hi, Buck, out loud.
Yeah.
There you go, muscle bound.
Yeah, that works.
Also, Corn,
Yeah.
I'm sending you a map.
Cool. Map of what?
A
Of
building.
potentially the area. Want to know if that works?
Well, I mean, I'm not a stickler for accuracy in terms of the details because, let's face it, if I was a stickler for the accuracy and the details of these
You would be
maps, we would
crying.
never be able to play on a map ever.
Pretty much.
You either get it free or you get it accurate, and I love the word.
If you don't want to
free.
use that one, we can also use this one.
I think we all love the word.
Or you can use both.
Cause I'm free.
Free
Free
falling.
falling.
Megan knows where it's at.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Free falling. You can also use this one potentially. For
I'm
something.
not going to need to use a church anytime soon.
Oh my.
Well, I'm glad you could see it was a church because it was very difficult for
Actually,
me to
Sin,
tell.
are you still GM?
Yes, I am.
Okay, while I'm doing this part, could you set up another page with the first image you sent?
Yeah, let me switch over to player
I mean, how do you
here.
know you guys won't be in a church?
Hold on
'Cause
a moment.
I think my character.
So,
Hold on a
how does
moment.
Buck respond?
Gotta load the page.
Them.
Is so.
Alright, literally everything you guys just said, repeat it because my game was loading. Guys? Is my Discord working?
Winner?
Hi.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
I was
Hi.
wondering about. That was not taken kindly.
Yeah, so everything you guys
uh,
just said, could you guys like repeat that? Because my entire thing crashed. Not the video, but just everything. Your voices stopped.
Okay, so it was okay, what was the last thing you heard?
Buck, how did you respond?
Buck raised
I
a
raised an
single
eyebrow.
eyebrow, and Tanya asked Survivor, who the heck is Survivor? Doug responded by saying, "My stand using prisoner."
And my response to that was, yeah, I was wandering around. That wasn't taken too kindly.
There's just a small nod from Tanya. Well, that explains why you weren't on station. All right, we're both reporting to the boss now.
Nailed it. Got away with that.
First or second, Corn?
First or second what? Oh,
Pictures.
map. Use the first.
Okay. I'll play around with it a little bit more.
Okay. Well, tell me when it is set up, and I'll just move the player view over there. For
Want
now,
me to
though,
move the people
you'll
onto
walk
there?
into the.
Want me to move the people onto there?
Once the map is set up, yeah.
Okay, cool. Keep going.
Okay. So Tanya and True Survivor are going to be heading inside. I assume that the both of you follow out of.
Oh
out of-
yes, I definitely follow. I follow behind my miss.
No, you're in front of her. She's not letting you stand behind.
Why did everything just change?
I mean, I
How
kind of
am I
just,
going to
as
be
they
able-
start walking, I just look at Doug and then
Holy
I start walking
cow!
behind.
That thing is so. That room is so small.
That was weird. It automatically moved you guys over for some reason. But
Okay.
without moving you guys over. Oh well, who cares?
Okay.
Keep going.
Well, as you advance along, you continue moving around. There's a couple of regions as you go that kind of stand out. The giant blood-stained room is a little unnerving, admittedly, but Tanya pretty much just continues barking the orders on where to Ron to walk, given the fact that she's not willing to push him in the right directions. She doesn't want. You made it weird. You made it weird, Ron.
Real weird.
Ron
Hey.
makes everything weird.
But hey, if anything, she doesn't want to touch me, so we don't have to fight.
That is true.
I mean, that's not
Now.
wrong.
There you go.
It's just, yeah.
Don't know where to put them.
Okay,
Huh,
so
something
the
about
map.
this
The map is
oddly
weirdly sized for me,
familiar.
isn't it?
I don't know.
I zoomed out and it doesn't seem to be filling up margins.
Oh, the top right part is not filled up. Everything else should be though.
Or no, like the middle right, the huge black space
Oh,
all throughout
that
the bottom.
should. It's working for me. Is it moving for you right now?
Yeah, it's
Here,
moving.
yeah, it is. It's just Give me a sec. Let me see what happens if I modify it, because this is looking really
Because
weird from
it
my
should
position.
be working. It's working for me.
Okay.
I can
now,
see. Oh,
what is?
Jesus.
Yeah, now it's there's just that ugly black at the bottom now.
I mean, we
Oh,
can't really fix
you were
that.
also seeing black.
Oh my god.
Were you
Okay,
also?
now it's.
By the way, you
slightly
can
fixed.
change the map size if you go to the page thing, the map settings, and then you can
Yeah.
change the width and height and stuff like that. So we
Yeah,
don't have to
the thing
scroll
is,
up and down.
This is already
Okay, now
creative
it's fixed.
square. The main thing is that I just wanted it more or less accurate, and this is
Oh.
fine. And I'm still on the map layer. That's why I can't move any of your icons. Cool. There
Sorry, we're
we go.
still figuring things
Only
out.
had technical difficulties for a while.
Just a little. I mean,
Okay.
you always have. Where the hell are you people? This is the entrance, by the way.
Yeah. So as you're heading up, no, I kind of I'd like to cut to the other team, but without Lilith there.
I mean,
We'll continue
Lilith-
along this one
yeah.
for a little bit longer until.
I doubt Lilith's don't
Ew.
join today, so.
Yeah. Even so, I still want to give it a little bit more time just in case. So we'll
Okay.
continue just a bit longer on Ron and Walrus.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you're.
Oh, he turns around, he's walking backwards. So, what was your name again, man?
Eyes up front.
Okay, alright, fine. Don't gotta be a hard ass. Just trying to make, small talk.
Lilith is going to be here
Duh,
in just a minute.
You can see. Told you I needed to give that time. But Doug then helpfully chimes in. Her name's Tanya.
Huh, Tanya. That's a nice name. Nice name for a nice lady.
Doug, remind me to fist your intestines out of your torso.
I stop. He stops, turns around, raises his hand. Can I take his place instead?
Oh, God.
This is your fault, Doug. I don't know how. I don't know why. Doug just kind of shrugs. I'll set the reminder on my phone.
I just kind of look at all of them. I've dealt with a lot of weird things today.
She gives you a small look for a moment before. Fucking weirdos.
So, which way were we
Looks
supposed to
at
go
my leg,
anyway?
looks up at her, looks at my missing leg, looks at her. Yeah.
She looks after him. Did you want me to fix that? Crap, wait, you're a prisoner. I'm not supposed to. God damn.
I mean, you're welcome to try?
Her eyes narrow. Wait, what do you mean, try?
I mean, literally,
God, is
you're
there a
welcome to
magical
try.
curse?
No, there's just a snake leg in there.
Oh, do you have the snake active?
I mean, the stand is my second leg.
Yeah, but you also
don't-
mentioned before that you kept it hidden during the portion with Gaia.
Yeah, but I had my crutch then, and I turned my crutch into snakes. Or reptiles to go through the vents, which Doug went, "Can you please not?" So I did what Doug asked, and I please nodded.
Okay, so you're currently walking on a snake.
Kind of, yes.
Okay.
Kind of,
Yeah.
yes.
She kind of just
Well-
looks at you a little bit oddly, but if the boss is fine with you, I can give it a shot.
He looks at lifts up the leg off, because again, it's Reptilia that he uses as his second leg. Alright then. Then puts it back down and keeps walking slowly.
Yeah. Doug ends up kind of taking a position closer to Ron as Tanya inches further towards Buck rather than the weirdo.
Wow, she seems a little uptight, doesn't she?
Oh yeah.
Girl doesn't give you attention, and you're like,
Don't-
eh?
Don't worry. She's only weird about idiots and perverts.
Oh, well, I don't know why she's going on to me. I'm none of those things. He walks off.
He gives you a calm pat on the shoulder. Never change, friend. Then he steps away and wipes his hand off a little bit, unsure about what to do now. But as
So,
the
which way are we heading to the big boss?
let's see, he should be in his office right now, so head up
fiddle
those
with-
stairs.
I'll fiddle with something, Corn, real quick.
Let me just zoom in. It's so all of you guys end up here on the
That
right
way you
side of the
can
screen.
anchor
Wow.
with it a little
Up.
bit more. Think
My
with the
greatest
sizes a little more.
adversary, stairs.
She kind of pauses. You I can pick you up, or is the snake fine with going up them?
I just kind of look at Reptilia for a second. Yeah, we'll be good. It may just be slower than the other two.
It's cool. It's cool. I don't have experience with snakes, so wasn't sure.
I mean, think of them like cockroaches. They can climb almost anything. Yeah, except they're a lot different.
I mean,
I'll
can
shrink y'all just a bit.
reptiles are reptiles able to like climb sheer surface?
I think
Like,
some are.
You know, a marble wall.
You could just see like
Yeah.
James stop and just
Okay.
look at you like you're stupid.
Still,
I mean,
as all of you
I've seen,
slowly head up
I've
those
seen
stairs.
lizards climb up wooden walls and stuff because claws and stuff they can dig into the
Mhm.
into the
Geckos have certain reptiles that are climbers, like geckos and stuff. Actually, have suction
Oh, that's cool.
type.
Also, they're like
Their
octopus.
feet have kinda.
Hmm.
They have more or less. They have like spots where suction will actually get trapped and they'll stick to stuff. That's how they climb. It's weird.
Hmm.
And or they have like certain little
Oh, okay.
climb by coiling their body around the tree that they're climbing, and they slink up slowly.
Yeah, because I know about that. I think it's similar to how like they have like
Hello.
teeny tiny little feet or something, or scales that move. That helps.
Snakes don't have feet. That's why they're called snakes, because they don't have legs in there.
So wait,
That was just specific.
is snake like a different language for no feet or something?
No, that's just snakes are called snakes, and a snake always has no feet
So how?
unless it's a
legs.
legless lizard.
I mean,
Yeah,
I understand
they-
that they slither to move, but how does that actually function?
So
Now,
is
Ron,
there-
as-
I can
as much as
explain this to you. Lay down on the ground and wiggle.
So as much as
Yeah,
I do
but,
love herpetological and etymological discussions, it is probably best if we do continue.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
But yeah, I was just saying that
Just-
as they were climbing up the steps, they were just doing the
Yeah.
talking, and so when they get top, they stop as they see a ball.
Here's
Oh,
an
okay.
upscale.
Jesus.
Here's increasing the size of it real quick so that it's very clearly obvious. And
Mhm.
as he looks
Wow.
over the four of you, there's a moment where he seems to be appraising you before looking to time and asking, "Where's Gaia? She's supposed to be turning in the report."
I lean over to James. He's like, "Wow, he's got a lot of hair, doesn't?"
But
Oh, yeah.
James-
Well, that's not character right here for now.
now, there's now multiple
Multiple
Liliths.
Liliths.
Why so many Lilith?
Okay. So, with
Well,
that
on
though,
section
now
2.
we're able to, as you encounter this man, there's a shift before he looks toward and asks, "And who are you two?"
Yo, hey, how you doing, big boss man? Sir, name's Ron. How you doing? Good.
Wrong.
So, yeah, name's Ron. How you doing? Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Johan. Tanya, can you explain?
Johan, huh? That's an interesting name. What is it like? What's the word I'm looking for? Is it like Spanish? No, it's definitely not Spanish. Scottish. Yes, it's Scottish, isn't it?
Norwegian. Tanya steps forward.
That was going to be my second guess. Actually, you read my mind. Are you psychic?
Tanya grabs Ron by the back of his shirt, pulls him away from the
Oh, mommy!
Johan. She immediately lets go and takes a step back.
No, please, mom. I said, mom, mommy, please.
I'm scared I'm scared.
Well, I was worried about how hard it would be to find a way to characterize and make these characters seem sympathetic, or at least empathetic, but apparently you're better at putting them through hardship than any GM, so wonderful.
That sounds about right.
It would just be better to put them out of their misery.
The cockroach guys just.
However, as you kind of step forward towards her, her stand manifests and pretty much pins you down to the ground. A large, titanic, green-bodied, it looks almost like a massive green suit of semi-futuristic armor pinning you down. Very clearly male, by the way. Don't
Doom
get any ideas
guy.
from
Wow. Okay, look, that is actually pretty cool looking. How'd you do that? Is it? How did you get that? How'd you do that?
Johan grins, claps his hands together. That is definitely an interesting question. You know what's an even more interesting question, friends?
Yeah,
Who the fuck are you, and why are you in my office?
I told you I'm wrong.
He looks past Ron. Mr. Snakelegs, would you please enlighten me on what's going on?
Well, I walked into the building. The nice cockroach man found me. We fought for a minute. We kind of looked at each other, and I just went, yeah, I don't really want to fight you because cockroaches taste bad. And bound me and brought me here.
Yeah.
Hi.
Doug nods. That is an accurate synopsis of the events that took place directly preceding our appearance here.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Why?
Not handle pressure. Meanwhile, Tanya kind of looks towards Johan. These are probably with the same group that took out Cash.
Who's Cash?
I think he was the guy that killed my gecko. I would love that gecko.
Oh, you mean that? Didn't he run away or something? Like, isn't?
No, it's the other two that are alive. Cash died because he attacked us and one of my reptiles.
Yeah. He killed one of
Automatically
Walrus's reptiles, so Walrus killed him back. Circle of death.
I don't
Kind of, yeah.
remember that actually.
To be fair, I walked into that building not knowing any of you, and I still don't know who you are, to be honest. You people have just kind of followed me and have been using my car. By the way, I'm gonna need the gas money for that.
Oh,
Johan walks around.
you don't remember? Okay, so yeah, that is a problem that comes with the territory of what we do. But I'm pretty sure you'll remember the Magikarps, right?
The what now?
Belay that
God.
conversation, friend.
Oh my god, you
Now,
guys remember?
sorry.
I have a
You know, it's
question.
probably for the best that you don't.
You were in the warehouse then. The one
I
that
got
the people to.
What warehouse?
I got a letter, and so
Wait, what
being
letter?
an
You guys are getting letters?
Shut up! James like snaps at him. Please, can you do something about his mouth for a minute, ma'am?
Tanya
Wait,
kind
I
of
don't-
looks
Oh no.
over. If I put my Stan's hand on his mouth, he will lick it. I will feel it, and we both know this is a fact.
Wait,
I
you
think
can feel whatever this thing is feeling.
Oh my
no.
god. True survivor. With what I'm made of cockroaches.
can I be of service?
Please.
Is there something big that you don't mind technically losing in here?
Johan gestures towards the potted plant. That was a gift from some random guy that I don't care about.
Okay, one moment. And I just like sit on the ground for a minute. Reptilia, giant tortoise.
Cool. I assume that a tortoise is now sitting on Ron's chest.
Yes.
I don't feel like that's gonna stop him, but
Oh, it will. You have no idea. I mean, to be fair, giant tortoises are not light animals. You can't not. It takes like 2 or 3 people to lift one.
Go kill Rod at this point.
Oh no,
So
modeled after Joseph Joestar. He has the pectorals to survive, just not lifting.
yeah. I'm actually just an archaeologist. I got the letter. I went to the warehouse thinking maybe this was some sort of deal, and then I got attacked. So you mind explaining that, please?
I mean, granted, I fell to the room. I don't know how I got here. I don't even know where here is.
I mean, if you want to see the letter, Buck like pulls up the letter. I mean, here you go.
Wonderful, thank you. He takes it,
You got-
opens it up with an excited expression before it quickly fades away. Is this all it says?
Yep.
Of course it is.
I
Still,
just
thank you.
the letter.
He's not a man of many words.
Hmm.
Well, personally, I was kind of expecting nobody to be coming here today. And to be honest, sir, I don't entirely know why you. It sounds almost as if you now.
Right. What's the word? A child of circumstance?
Tell me, are you familiar with. I'm going to say a phrase, and if it sounds ridiculous or foreign or alien or anything like that, feel free to stop me. Are you familiar with the concept?
You
No.
mean people that
Concept
like
of
to jump
what?
up and down?
The concept of a
what?
jumper.
Ah.
Yeah, he kind of pauses, looking between the two of you.
You mean a person that likes to jump up and down a lot?
Where is Gaia?
Okay.
She would be wonderful in this instance.
Sir, I've been working in this city off and on. Well, I've been in and out of the city. See, I work for a man they call the Boss, as an archaeologist who grabs particular items of interest and non-stand users alike. Typically, I sell it through a certain group for safety purposes.
There's a pause as Johan kind of furrows his brow. Boss.
I mean, I call him the Boss, but I don't have his name. Again, I sell my wares through them for safety purposes alone. That's about it.
Oh, you mean the owner of Get Some... I've heard he's been operating the black markets recently. Not a stand user, though, so a bit odd that you seem to possess the...
Huh. He's not a stand user.
I've had it. To be fair, there are stand users that are born. Same with stand users that are made. Kind of just the other or one or the other. Depends on if you got lucky.
True.
Look, well,
for as long as I can remember.
What a stand is now. Thank for this guy, for these people, for some people I met that taught me these. I still have no clue where I am.
He pauses. Oh my! Your companions, aren't you?
What are you talking about?
What?
I never met this man in my life.
No, well, more specifically, you, Ron.
Yep, that's my name. Don't wear it out.
I have a question. Do you know this man? Do you know this fellow with a snake for a leg? Whoops. Do you know this fellow with a snake?
No. Why you ask?
You've never met him before.
No. Not that I know of.
And
the only time I met him was when I fell through the roof of a building. I must have just been standing in the wrong place at the wrong time, I think. Or maybe my massive pecs that just couldn't handle the roof.
Does Buck chime in about how Ron was talking about knowing him, or does Buck not?
Buck just kind of looks at him and tilts his head. He doesn't say anything. He's just... This entire conversation confuses him.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Johan kind of chuckles, shaking his head, of course. Now, you said that there are those who taught you what a state was. Tell me, how... Where exactly are they?
You got me. I don't know where they are at this current moment. Hell, they might be in England for all I know. I mean, have you ever heard of the Joestar family?
1 second. He visibly flinches when you mention it. Why, yes, I have heard of the Joestars. Why?
Then I learned it from them. I think his name was Joseph. I think. I don't quite remember.
You bullshitting out of your ass right now?
Very much. So yes, he is very much bullshitting.
You're dropped in.
He is bullshitting so hard right now.
And he's using fourth wall knowledge to try to get by.
He walks forward, crouches down, and puts his hand gently on Ron. Sir, you have all through your teeth of a professional game. A Joestar taught you nothing.
How would you... Do you even know a Joestar?
Allow me to appropriately introduce myself. My name is Johan Joestar.
Bullshit. Someone fact check him.
Really? You're a Joestar. Hey, You don't mind if I see your neck a bit? Hey, what's your name over there? Could you get this tortoise off me, please? Is it a tortoise? I can't even tell.
Should we release the...
There's a moment where Johan's hand kind of drifts a bit and ends up grasping onto Ron's neck for a second. Why are you lying?
Who says I'm lying? How do you know I'm lying? How do we know you're not lying if you won't show us your neck?
He then begins to squeeze. Tanya, you seem impartial about this. Would you mind fetching... Oh, who should I have get? Ah, Benjamin will do. Get me Benjamin. Even if I have to... Well, even if we have to modify his memories in the process, we'll find out what we need to know.
Hey, who's Benjamin? Benjamin Frank?
Sure, Ron. I'm getting Benjamin Franklin into the room. Brain with his electro magic.
Oh, trust me, he doesn't want to be up here. He does not want to know the things I've seen over the years.
Like Buck walks over for a minute and just squats over, and like he pokes Ron. Hey.
Yeah. What you?
Are you okay with this? And he just kind of points at the giant tortoise.
I mean, he's kind of crushing my windpipe, and it's getting a little bit hard to breathe now. I think my face might be turning blue. So, look, if I promise to be a good boy, would you get him off?
Which one? Because you've got one part. You've got this man, Johann Joestar.
Yeah. Johan's hand is slowly beginning to tighten around Ron's neck as he keeps.
And or the tortoise, like which one?
Ron?
Man, nicely to not kill you, or I could just take the tortoise off and let you run amok. I would think you would be better if I just asked the nice man to not kill you by choking.
I mean, I guess that's what's making me not be able to breathe right now. So if you could, that would be nice. I just kind of needed to talk. You know?
Sir, could you mind, like... No, you're not being ignored, sir. It's just...
No, you're definitely not. I'm definitely feeling it. I'm just having a conversation with this nice snake man right now.
No, Mr. Johann. I've just been in a lot of these situations. It's a natural reaction to ask the person slowly dying if they would like me to do something about it.
He just kind of sighs, letting go and standing up. I've clearly been spending too much time with pencil pushers. A good strangling is usually all it takes to get them to start.
I mean, look, granted,
I mean, to be fair, if you're trying to like get somebody to talk, Buck stands up. Can I have a moment?
Oh, of course, sir.
And he like wraps the snake around his wrist. Hey, little buddy. You mind, like, I don't know, getting into his mouth?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, if you're gonna, like, do something to somebody, you at least gotta be consistent about it.
True Survivor just slowly approaches to get a good look at this.
Look, you get that thing anywhere near my mouth, I'm gonna bite its fucking head off.
I mean, it's a snake, and you've seen what my reptile... do you really want to do that? Because if you got a reptile...
Look, I am kind of hungry, you know?
True Survivor pats Buck on the shoulder. Hey, actually, if you want, you can just direct me. Even if he bites a cockroach in half, it's not really going to stop it. Man.
God.
I don't care where my meal is coming from. I'll eat anything right now.
Mine are small enough that they can dodge the teeth. You ever felt a cockroach crawling across your smooth palate?
Guys, why don't you just...
Never again.
I mean, I once ate a giant cockroach's meat.
You guys are butchering this so bad. You were
sorry,
trying
what?
to hide the fact. You were trying to hide the fact, but now it doesn't even matter. Oh my god.
Oh,
yeah, again, Buck just grabs your face and just like with his overall ability of vice grip, just slowly brings your jaw open. Okay, now go into his mouth and sit about right behind his wisdom teeth and just start poking stuff. And just do that for a bit. And it'll drive him nuts enough.
Alright, that's horrifying.
Oh, luckily, the better option came in.
I mean, oh, there's somebody behind me, isn't there? People are looking behind me.
What in the world did I just walk into?
Torture! I mean,
Hello, I'm about to eat a snake. You want to watch?
I was not called in here to watch snakes getting eaten.
Are you sure?
Aw.
I'm fairly
Oh,
Tanya, I swear to God, if you texted me for something like this again. Nope.
Wait.
Boss called you.
Again?
Yeah. Wait. How
Routine
many
thing
times
for you?
How many times do people come in here and eat snakes just for no reason whatsoever, Mr. Johan?
It wasn't snakes last time, Johan replies. No. The previous user of True Survivor was... Well, he was very good at getting information. But some people resisted.
Wait,
Gotcha.
the previous user of True Survivor? Stands
Oops.
can be,
Whoops, I appear to have said a little bit too much. Good thing that Benjamin's in here. Isn't that right, Benji? You're the only person who gets to get away with that.
Ooh, Benji! I know that name.
going
It's a
to
dog,
end you.
isn't it?
I'm going to end you, sir.
What?
Oh.
What'd I do? What'd I say?
I have a solution for this. Would that work? Like Buck sits down and starts thinking to himself, I mean, it works on me, so could it work on other people?
There's a moment where Benjamin moves forward, and then, oh dear. There it is. There's a momentary shift before Benjamin completely disappears. And nope, don't do that. Let me drag.
What are you trying to do?
Ooh. You can go.
Oh, drag. There. That worked, right? Why did it not show up?
Yeah.
Where is it?
Whoa, what the hell?
Oh, there it is.
What is that? Who is that?
It appears to hover a bit before reaching forward, a small quill appearing in its hand as it approaches Ron's forehead.
That's pretty cool. I don't know how you did that.
Momentarily hovers for a moment, tapping once on Ron's head before pulling back.
Woo! What would you do? What was that?
Huh. That's the first.
What?
Johan, I can't seem to read his memories.
And that's bad, right, Mr. Johan?
Oh, I'm afraid it is. Tell me, have you thought about where do you happen to have an apartment, anything like that?
I mean, I could always just sit on this turtle or stay underneath this turtle.
Good. Nothing to bomb then. We don't have a dungeon. They're kind of out of style at this point. Tanya, can you take them to the guest lounge and lock the doors?
If I may interject, I think Miss Tanya might have one.
No, God.
Bitch, I will end you.
What'd I say?
Too many things, that's what.
So
Oh my
do
god.
have one.
Oh my god. That's it. Nope, Diana's doing the interrogating. That's fair.
Like, Buck
So
just sit
I've
there
learned
watching all of
something new
this.
about Tanya. She does have a sex dungeon.
I really hope that Diana's not a woman.
With a name like
Wait.
Diana.
I better be the most feminist asshole ever. Who
Oh,
wears
this will
who
be
is
fun.
completely
This will be
jacked and he has
fun.
a heart-shaped apron.
Oh,
A
God.
heart-shaped apron.
Tanya.
Did you see, like... Sorry.
Yeah,
Buck
what were you
just, Buck just claps his hands together, just kind of like that concerned face, and just goes, Bernadette's not gonna like this. He's already mad at me.
Let's see.
Mm.
I do. You're a stand user, but you seem, of all things, to have been pulled into a very uncomfortable situation. I don't
Also,
know.
they have noticed.
Hmm?
Johan has seemed to notice that though everyone else's stands have come out, Ron's has yet to appear, even though he's been in dire circumstances.
Technically, he's never been almost dead. At least not to his own belief.
And
Okay,
to be fair, Buck's in the
but
room.
his stand only appears when he himself is putting himself in dire strait.
Or
So it doesn't appear when someone else is doing it to him.
Wouldn't be placed underneath a tortoise be a little bit concerning?
Not really, because it's Buck who's doing it.
Because Buck put
Yeah.
it there. So if he
And the
dies
guy
of
who's
someone
choking him,
else's
well, that's something he likes apparently, so.
Oh my god. Yeah. Tanya bends over, picks up the tortoise, and moves it very gently off to the side, giving it a small pat on the shell.
Ooh!
I like this lady.
But I was just getting comfortable.
Never say any of those words ever again.
Mr. Tortoise, could you come back? It's getting cold.
Mrs.
I said, Mr.
Alright, cool. So they're
Can I
gonna be.
just get like a
Yeah.
clarification on
What's
the
that?
boss man?
What about him?
Who is he? When they say boss man, what do they mean by boss man?
This
Like,
is Johann Joestar, or Joestar,
And
Or do
also
you mean.
known as also known by his other name, the Director, head of the Cater Corporation.
Or do you mean when Ron
guy
said.
that we're
Oh, when
supposed to
Boris said
be-
the boss man?
killing or something, right? Neutralizing?
Yes,
yeah,
that is
yeah.
the person that Dot wants you to neutralize.
Apparently, she's the right hand person of this guy.
Well, technically, Johann has two right hands, and their names are Diana and Tanya. However, he doesn't do a lot of the business side of things.
So he has a
Not
left
complaining
hand for her.
That
Please
man got
stop
too
with
many
the
hands. Yeah. So,
Alright,
with all that
so-
in mind, will be Ron and Walrus will be taken to the least comfortable of all of the guest rooms to be
The one
locked
filled with blood?
very carefully. Oh God, no! That's barbaric. No, the one with the mini fridge.
There's gonna be a mini fridge?
Not if you keep talking, Tanya.
Okay.
what
So-
are you, like, real quick, like, Buck just kind of sits there, like, next to the tortoise. So what are you doing with the tortoise?
Oh, I just need Ron to. Tim. She refuses to use his name to get to the guest room.
I wasn't talking about him. I was talking about the giant turtle.
He wants to
Johann kind
know-
of looks at it. Is it a normal turtle?
Now it is.
Does he eat much?
Just
I mean,
trash, I would
it's a-
assume.
He kind of just looks at the giant tortoise. It's a tortoise. I mean, yeah,
What would you feed a
it
turtle?
eats what. Yeah, I mean, it's again a head of lettuce probably a day.
Cool.
Dep-
Benjamin.
You could keep.
Benjamin, buy me a produce company. I want to keep it.
That's cute.
Buy me a produce
You
company.
just see kind of Buck just clap his hands together and just like,
You
That
know,
is the
have-
best line I've ever
you
heard.
are a nice man.
Buy me a
You are a really
produce
nice
company.
man. You're gonna take in two strangers from out of the cold and give them a place to stay, and you're gonna adopt this nice turtle. You are a nice man.
like,
You know
what?
what?
You're homeless?
I'm going to accept that. I am a very nice man. I might not even murder you, depending on whether or not you're actually associated with Jump. I swear, you are the 16th.
Again, what are jumpers?
You know what? I think I can't stand any more of this conversation. I'm going back to my business. He goes and sits down and begins to pull out a fresh deck of playing cards. Benjamin kind of turns around. I'll go buy a produce company. Again.
Very
Again.
good. Grocery outlet.
Madam Tanya, how much freedom will we have to better walk around if we, like, say, need to stretch our legs or need the bathroom, things like that?
Well, if I have anything to say about it, none. I would say that I would chain you to the wall. The only problem is you would sound excited at the prospect. I'm getting Diana as soon as I lock you in the room. Do not take that phrase out of context.
Okay, look, I wasn't going to, but I'm just saying, trust me, you don't want me in a room by myself for a little long. You never know what I might do.
You're going to be with Buck, and you're going to be with True Survivor, because at least if you try to molest the cockroaches, then everyone will be disgusted.
No,
I mean-
no, you don't.
Oh, by the way, don't stress out the tortoise. I should probably say that now.
Johan kind of
BRB,
pauses.
guys. I gotta do something real fast.
Okay.
Johan kind of, don't stress out the tortoise. Is there a reason why?
Yes. Because everything I make is either poisonous or venomous. Probably should have mentioned that.
He pauses.
Oh,
Wow.
so I had a poisonous/venomous turtle standing on me all this whole time.
To be fair, he only has to open his mouth, and you didn't actually make him mad. You were just a very warm rock to
What
him.
about when he wants to eat?
Johan kind of
Again,
shrugs. Not the
he-
most poisonous thing that I've kept inside of my office. On the subject
I mean-
of Diana, send her up when you have the time, Tanya.
I'm very interested to meet this Diana.
You will in
Not
10 minutes, I suppose. But not 10 minutes in real time, because once Megan gets back, I plan on pivoting over to the warehouse for the interrogation of
Oop.
Gaia.
yeah.
With
Okay,
guys.
Hmm.
so this is the room that they're going to be locked in.
Room where it happens.
Yeah.
The room where
We're
it
going to pretend
happens.
And that is only that is only a kind of nice guest. What were you saying?
Were you saying something, Love?
Said I watched Hamilton yesterday. Don't do that to me.
Again?
When happens the room.
I was
where-
making someone else watch it. It doesn't count.
I can confirm that that is factually correct.
Thank you.
I mean, we've had Ron
Hmm.
watch it, and we've had Boris. Actually, no, I think Boris watched it on his own. We have
I
Ron
watched
watch
it with Lexi.
Oh, with Lexi. We've had many people watch it, so I believe it still counts.
No, does not
Hmm.
count.
Are,
If
are
I'm
you
That's
not
showing
listening
to
to it?
someone else, if I'm showing it to someone else, it doesn't count as watching it again.
Are
Well,
you
I mean,
are you not
technically, you can
listening to
include-
it?
You still include it in the number of times you watched it. It's just not. It's not the same.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You're all weird.
Kane, what's like all in this room? Like, what's everything in this room technically by the game standards, not by what's I've
yeah,
seen the
so-
picture.
You can see several nice couches, in addition to a mini fridge and what appears to be some sort of cooler, though you're not entirely sure. You do notice that there is, in fact, a gaming system and a widescreen television.
Hmm.
Aside from that, though, it's really not Spartan. It's a very well-maintained room, probably expensive than most apartments that you've ever seen. But it does look a little boring aside from all of those things.
I see.
You do note that it is that the only system currently hooked up is the Xbox 2048.
2048. Huh.
They skipped a few numbers.
I would assume. Yeah.
The Xbox 2020. The Xbox
For when you
420.
absolutely need to do something while
Well, what? While
Definitely
staying
ate a
inside.
Sharpie.
All right.
But kind of just
well-
looks at Doug. So, Doug.
while we wait for Megan, sure. He nods. What's up, my dude?
Who is Diane?
Oh, she's the other. She's Johan's other right hand.
Okay. I assume she has some lie detector.
Oh no. She's just
Oh,
she's just
Megan's
good at her
back.
job.
Hi, Megan.
Gotcha.
You back?
She doesn't seem to be back. How
He's
dare you lie to
typing.
me?
Oh. Ah, okay. She points the cats in the other room.
Ah,
Maybe.
okay.
Continue.
So yeah,
So,
Diana is really, really good at her job.
I see. So, do y'all really care what happens to this room?
Oh no, this is like the fourth nicest guest room building, so I don't think Johan even realizes it exists. He seems pretty confident we only have 3, so sometimes I'll come in here to take a nap. Unfortunately, Tanya keeps track of where they all are. Fortunately, she can punch through my chest and I don't feel it, so it's not like she can do much to me. Except fire me, that would be the worst.
Why, is it because your stand gets taken away or something like that?
Oh no, it's that I no longer have a source of income, and my apartment is very expensive, and there's no way I'm close with my dog. He deserves
I
a
mean,
roof.
that is very good, and to be fair, I live in a car.
Oof, that is unfortunate.
I mean, I have plenty of money, it's just since I'm always traveling and I like to keep track of my reptiles.
So it's a choice thing. Okay.
Kinda, yeah. I mean, to be fair, reptiles have to have a warm place, and where's warmer than a car?
True. Keep the windows rolled up in the summer, and they are toasty.
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, if you do that, you start cooking some of them. I've actually had cooked reptile before. Not by choice, but because they died and it cooked them alive because I was in the middle of the desert at the time.
Kind of blinks once, then a second time.
Again, I like my reptiles, but if I'm low on food and survival instincts kick in, and there's cooked reptile on my dash because it's over 100 degrees outside the car,
He looks at his wrists as a couple of cockroaches come spread apart from his skin. I don't think I could do that. I do not taste delicious.
Oh, I know you don't taste delicious, buddy. You can. Cockroach does not taste good. Again, even though I didn't digest any of that cockroach, I still tasted it. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, when they panic, they cover themselves in this nice, thick, glossy oil. Causes them to be able to slide through incredibly tight surfaces. But let me tell you, shit's bitter.
I mean, fair.
Yeah, when I panic, I sweat cockroach oils from my mouth.
Oh.
Do you have any idea how disgusting that is?
I mean, kind of. Have you ever had to shed?
I shed cockroaches.
I shed dead skin, like layers, at a time. If I have a partner.
Sir, you are probably the most I've ever related to another human being. I just want you to know that.
I mean, same. Technically, we aren't human in a way, which is odd.
That's probably why we can relate.
Yeah. So, is he, like, dead in the corner? Because he's just, like, sitting on the ground, kind of twitching. And
No,
I didn't do that.
Actually, he hasn't been twitching. He's just been sitting there, crisscross with his eyes closed and just sitting there thinking.
Yeah, Doug approaches. Hey, buddy. How you doing?
No response.
Do you want to play the Xbox? We've got an Xbox.
No response.
So nice.
James, is he dead?
No, I would be able to tell. He's still got body heat. Oh, so I put the snake is still kind of around his body. He's been slowly moving up and down his back. He is extremely toned, and that terrifies me. Because somebody that stupid should not be that toned.
All he does is push-ups every day.
The funny thing is, it's literally just been sitting on his back, more or less, which is funny, because I'm not really telling it to do anything. It's just kind of doing its own thing.
Yeah, he's also kind of ignoring it to, really he's just ignoring everybody as he's thinking in his mind, all the information he's gotten. So, he's thinking to himself, so Johan is a Joe star and was expecting that.
Yeah, that was not the best place to have lied about Norway.
Yeah, he's thinking like in hindsight, yeah, that might have been a bad idea to have brought that in play. Still, it's the Joe Star world, so obviously, that means that Joestars are around, there has to be a Dio, a Brando somewheres.
Tell that to Joseph.
Or Giorno.
Giorno was the son of Dio, so I think it still kind of counts. But also, tell that to Joe.
I mean, granted, look, I'm just saying there has to be a Brando equivalent somewhere.
Oh, yeah. There's definitely an antagonist in this story.
Hope they ain't similar to the Pillarmen, because then we'd really be fucked.
So what would happen to you if I just left right now, by the way?
Oh, you mean what would happen to Doug?
Yeah.
Doug kind of gives a small laugh, patting his thigh. Oh, man. Diana would not let me. Anything, really. Yeah. I mean, unless you have a way to get out of the country really fast.
I don't ever... Buck kind of looks at him. You have been hearing me this entire time. I traveled everywhere. I don't really...
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, getting past the security checkpoints doesn't really work. Like, I mean, how am I going to get through the airport when Cater owns all of them for 650 in either direction?
Oh, who's that?
I mean, to be fair...
Oh, that was Megan.
I mean, to be fair, the most amazing thing you can see is probably watching a non-Cater open thing, and it actually stays nice somehow.
Is Megan back?
Yep.
Cool. In that case, we will pivot over away from the discussion of fleeing the country and over to the people who fled the country using a dimensional portal to the cosmic universe.
I do, in fact, have
Don't
not.
mind me,
Technically,
I've had to separate the cats because we're bringing furniture into the room, so I just have a cat right in my face, so I might scratch the mic.
So we now have a. Oh yes. We now
Yeah, she's just hanging out. Yeah, there's housing, and then she has a bedroom.
and then there's
Couldn't find
Gaia
anything.
and Gaia.
Oh, there's the other guy.
You know how freaked out I was when he's like, "Where's Gaia?" I freaked out that he knew about the Gaia in my warehouse. I was like, "Does he know?" And then I realized it was Gaia.
But yeah. So when I say Gaia, I am not going to be talking about the version from Zombies, just to make sure everything stays clear.
She's
This
just
I
off
was like,
doing her own
who
thing.
is this
this is
almighty knowing
kinda random.
person?
Move her
So-
into
Yeah.
town.
Gaia has been captured and is currently in the warehouse. Looks around. So, teleportation stand, huh?
Eh,
Neat.
don't look
Yeah.
into it too far. I don't want to save your life forever.
Yeah, don't worry. We won't hurt you more, probably. How's that nose feeling, by the way?
Hey, where's the idiot?
Which one?
Wow, nice. The one that didn't get in here, the one that kept hitting on me.
Oh, yeah, I think he's with a muscle-bound girl. He looked, pretty stricken with her. At least from what I saw for, like, the couple seconds before they disappeared. But yeah, he,
Oh,
yeah,
that-
almost got
that's
hit by a
actually
wall.
wonderful.
Or a door.
Boy, sorry for your loss. I mean, I'm not actually, but you know.
Yeah,
It's
well,
okay. We're not actually. I mean, but we should probably be concerned.
yeah, so I'm kind of curious, who was the muscle-bound titan that we saw?
Oh, just the director's right hand. I'm sure he's probably still alive. Kanye isn't the one that
How
kills.
good is she with people who get really kinky with it?
Well, depending on how you define it, at least she's better with it than Diana.
Alright, well, Robin, I think he may die. We have to say our prayers and build a little bit of a grave here. Do you have any tools for that?
Yeah, you're gonna want to start praying, but not
Oh,
for
I mean
him,
for your
unless
friend.
you plan on letting
If they're not good with people who are pervert, oof, I feel sorry for them.
Honestly, why should anyone?
Well, they have to deal with him.
So, We gonna get down to business or what? Because I'm assuming you didn't bring me in here for some snack.
It depends
no,
on
we're
if you count
actually
hand
holding you
sweat as
captive.
snacks.
Holding me captive.
Well,
Well,
for now.
that's a whole different ball game, isn't it?
Yeah. Also, we don't
experienced with
have
this?
any real snacks other than, Lilith's hand sweat.
Excuse me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I figured out that giant abomination with more abs than any hand should ever have. I'd prefer if it didn't touch my face again. Thanks.
Well, it sweats a lot, so does a lot push-ups.
So,
At least I think it does.
anyway,
Mhm.
you'll just be speaking to Gaia. You're just gonna chill out here because, well, you can't go anywhere. Or
Yeah.
talk to anyone, for that matter.
And I'm assuming you're using your stand to verify that she is, in fact, telling the truth here.
Oh, no, I'm focusing on something else entirely. Like I said, taking a hostage is an entirely different game. You want a rundown of the rules, or do you want to go in blind? Sabaton doesn't care as long as it's your choice.
How about you actually start giving us some answers?
Oh, sure thing.
You want to give us the rule?
if
I
you
would
don't-
really like to know what your rules are before we do. I don't want to make you so powerful that you start beating Lilith to death.
Well, I don't know. It doesn't sound like there's a consensus among you. One of you wants information on the rules, and the other one seems content to get started.
Lilith, you're the tiebreaker.
Knowing the rules is probably a good thing.
Neat.
Alright, cool. Rules,
Well-
please.
If you lie, or oh wait, no, fucking never mind.
All right. Rule number 1: no lying.
Alright.
Rule number 2: we take turns. You ask me a question, I ask you, because I would not be in here if a certain asshole hadn't sent me in here blind.
Are you looking at me?
No, the director.
Okay, cool.
He told me a couple of interesting bits of information, and not nearly enough.
Alright.
Wait.
That's
Okay,
two rules.
sorry, I got lost. How was that a rule? What was the rule?
The rule is
Rule is we take turns. You ask me a question, I ask you a question. I'm dictating the rules, so propriety dictates you get first question. Do you want to add any rules, or is taking turns and not lying good enough for you?
If it's not
You
good
got it,
enough
Robin?
for me, I'll ask for more anyway.
I see no problem with it currently. Lilith, any problems with no lying and take turns? What?
I can live with that.
Alright, cool. So, Robin, you're a better interrogator than me.
Apparently.
So,
Who
what's
knows?
up, Birdie? What do you want to know?
Well. Who the heck is the boss man?
Johann Joestar,
give me a
head of
rundown.
Cater.
Joestar.
Alright. Does he have a... I can imagine that he has a stand.
She slowly raises an eyebrow. Do you want me to answer that question?
Was your question for us?
Is the AK-47 on my back a joke to you?
She grinned. Why?
What is your
No,
question?
it isn't.
Cool.
It isn't a
not-
joke.
You have not
There's a
asked.
shift.
Cool.
Cool. Thanks. 2 questions in a row. Still not enough to actually do anything.
What?
Shoot.
Okay, you.
So,
Ask us a
you want
question.
my question? Sure thing. Who the fuck are you? Sorry, let me rephrase that. Who the fuck are all of you?
That's a much
You
more
want my
difficult
phone
question to
number?
answer.
Favorite.
Which one do you want us to answer?
Don't give her all
Oh.
the answers, goodness.
Well,
Okay,
that's
so
definitely a
now-
loophole, isn't it? You answered my question with a question. Sabaton didn't get stronger. Neat. I would like you to answer my second question. Who
That was a
are the
statement.
people? Who is the group that has Just tell me who you are as a group.
We don't know.
Yeah, that pretty
Or
much
I
sums up.
don't, at the very least.
We don't really know who we are as a group.
You better speak for yourself only. If we're telling truths, do not say we, just say you.
I mean, to be
Me and
fair,
Buck
we don't know
why
who
we're
we are as a
here.
group.
Well, the birdie is giving you some good. I don't suppose I could convince you to stop it?
No.
Didn't think so.
All right.
Alright, so wasted my question. What's up?
What is the boss man stand?
An excellent question. He doesn't let us know.
I'm guessing then.
Hmm?
I'm guessing that she's never seen it if she doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Boss
what
Oh,
it
that
man
was
doesn't
a
let us know the relevant
disappointing
information.
answer, but it was in fact an answer.
Boss man is pretty specific. Apparently, he has this idea that there are stand users out there that can compel people to answer questions honestly, and he didn't want to risk letting loose all the information on his ability. Can't possibly imagine when that scenario would come about, though.
I'm going to assume that was
I mean-
yours. Statement, not question mark.
That was the statement. It was very
I-
sarcastic, but it was a statement.
Okay.
Hmm. So what is your question?
My question for you is, what are your stands?
Wait.
They are not compatible.
You can see my stand.
Yeah, no, I figured out yours, Hansy.
My stand is a baseball catcher. My question
stand
for
is
you.
Not the same.
My question for
Okay.
you is. Wait.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna be frank here. Wasn't clear enough in the rules, was it? Be careful with answering the questions. A disappointing answer is still an answer, but if you answer a question that I didn't ask, that doesn't really answer my main point. Fortunately, Sabaton's not getting any stronger, so I really messed up somewhere.
Interesting.
Yeah. Downside of a rules-based stand is that if rules aren't clear, then I can kindly fuck off.
I'll add in another. Got it. Alright. My question for you is, who were the other two in that house that you were in that you were talking to?
True Survivor and Tanya.
Alright.
Hey, if you're gonna dodge, can you get relevant information?
It's weird that you give like a stand and then a girl's name.
Yeah. You almost got me to answer a question that you didn't ask. You almost got me there, Birdie.
And I shake the gun at my side as I laugh at her.
Sabaton may not be strong, but he can still catch a couple bullets.
The first one's
To be fair,
Anyway.
she does have an AK.
Well,
another.
and I'll just go down punching.
Anyway,
Whose question is whose question shall we ask at some point in the near future to no one in particular? I ask Robin, not you. Statement.
wait, what did you just say?
Basically, if he'd asked who wants to ask the question next, she could have said me and answered his question, but because he was so specific and pointed out that he was directly questioning Robin, she'd do that.
Actually, I have a question.
I'll say to her, how many
What's Lilith's
in
question?
Oh, Lilith's question? Yeah.
Yeah.
What's Tanya's stand?
Ask another question. No.
Was that the what?
I don't know.
She doesn't know.
I can't
Oh.
answer the question, so I can't accept the question.
Is that in the rules? I'm confused.
Well,
don't know.
okay, so you couldn't have known that I didn't know about it because I referred to another individual by stand name rather than individual, but Tanya by name specifically. God, my rules are confusing. Look,
Okay.
basically, if I can't answer the question and it isn't a fair way of dodging it, then I can't accept your question, so I don't know.
Okay, then let me ask another question. Hold on. To Robin, the statement that I shall be producing is, do we have a list of people that we are requiring to not talk to her about some point in the future with people? That's a question, damn it.
Excuse me?
Wait, that
wants
was
to
a
know-
statement.
Yeah, he wants to know if you have a list of people that you want to ask about.
If you want, to send, I just say inside your head. Look, I can pay attention to what you're thinking. So you
All
don't
right,
have to
yeah,
do
you
lists
can do that.
around
I
it.
forgot about that. Yeah, do we have a list of the people?
We don't have a list of people who we neutralize. No, I was gonna ask on how many stand users they have in the corporation.
So my question for you, Gaia, I believe your name is.
Don't wear it out.
What are the names and stands that you know of inside of your corporation?
She frowns deeply. Oh, that's neat and specific. Okay. Names and stands that I know. Benji, Chelsea, Dot, Gaia, Harriet, Hurt, Johan, Nathan. It's a couple of them offhand. True Survivor, then they're there, and so a couple of others, and we have to deal with their names. I don't remember ones. You got to deal with aside from Nathan, there's also obviously Tony. That's all the ones I know off the top of my head. Sorry.
I caught most of those.
Yeah.
She frowns. Well,
An answer,
dang
but
it.
not very specific. Dang.
Yeah, you tried going fast, but
Yeah.
She's very good at remembering things.
names,
fair.
but that wasn't Stan.
I gave a couple of them. I did answer with a big problem is that I can't recall every stand offhand. Nope. I'm not going to say that. That would be more information that you haven't asked for. So here's my question.
I'm gonna say just in his head.
Mhm.
What a lovely conversation we're having right now.
She looks right at Robin. Tell me, what are the abilities of your stand?
Not being caught in one place.
Oh. Yeah, that's true. That is in fact her ability.
She kind of gives a small shrug, dodging the question. Neat. Means I don't.
That
means
is
that I can keep
exactly
dodging.
what it does.
But you're right, and it won't trigger Sabaton. But the neat thing about an honor-based stand is that I don't need to have any more honor than you do. Your turn.
So we're both playing via outside the rules. This is a very difficult
You're the one-
situation we found.
I might be the one enforcing the rules, but you're the ones writing them.
So if we're on bound, you can be. Well, you haven't actually lied to us yet, or dodged many questions.
Yeah, because unlike a certain someone, I happen to have a very strong sense of honor and justice.
There.
I'm a mercenary that kills people sometimes. I don't know what
If you ask me a question, I
Funny.
will answer.
Basically,
it.
sisters. Yay!
So, my next question for you is how do I phrase this properly? I want to say in my head. Okay. I'll try to get her to answer me which is the easiest target. That's okay.
Who she thinks is the weakest? like in power
So,
in the cater.
out of your care company of the top individuals, all of which I assume have Stan's statement, which of them, from your own experiences, would be easiest to fight, and what is his or her power?
Technically 2 questions, but you phrased it in a single sentence. I'll accept it. Sets a nice precedent where I can ask for multiple bits of information. As for the weakest member of the primary set of powerful stand users and the abilities of their stand, the weakest individual would undoubtedly be Benjamin with his stand, the ability to manipulate memories.
Interesting. Okay.
The stand has no combat potential, meaning that he would be the easiest to fight.
Interesting. Okay. And your question? Statement?
Let's see. My question will be, why does the director want you all dead?
That I can answer exceptionally easy.
Can you?
I do not know.
Do I know? Let me.
Because even if theoretically we were told, I don't remember.
She sighs.
But
The
yeah.
cater. Wait. So okay. Why does the boss man want to kill us?
Yeah. Why did the director send assassins to kill you? Is the question.
I do not know. However,
I don't know.
I believe it has something to do with letters that we were given. That is the extent of my knowledge.
I'm beginning to think that you got sent in with just as much information.
I assume as such. Dang it, your one was a statement.
Yeah,
Almost got you.
not like I learned anything from it. But your answer was, I don't know. I had no way of knowing that. Fair's fair. You got to you got to you got to
you may
ask a
ask
second,
another
so
question.
What are you going to do about the assassins?
To answer your question, I must ask you a question in response. Which ones?
The ones coming to kill you?
Again, I must ask another question to further your question. Which ones?
I have no idea how to answer that question. The assassins that are trying to kill you,
Oh, look at
as
Robin.
sent by the man trying to kill you.
Don't look at Robin. How many have we dealt with so far?
I'm gonna speak in your head and be like, wait, there's still people trying to kill us? I thought we got rid of... Wait.
Ooh, I'm gonna look back at her. Now that we know there are now assassins coming to kill us, as we did not previously, it is likely we will attempt to incapacitate them to our very best ability. Depending on the assassin, of course.
Oh my god. You actually thought that he was going to stop at one attack.
I mean, I kind of figured that, us going towards it... Wait, was that a question from you?
No. I'm not going to phrase a second question without permission. No, it was a statement.
Alright. We did not know he was going to send more against us. I kind of figured he would, but since we are currently on a quest to, well, incapacitate you, but we did not know he was going to, nor did we know he was actively doing so. We knew he threw other people at us, and they survived, so...
Deep breath. Well, I don't know about you, but I have not been getting anywhere near as much information as I thought I would.
We've been getting a little bit of information. Not as much as we thought we would, but a little bit. Kind of been useful.
Yeah. Okay. Or not. We seem to be going somewhere but we're not going fast.
We're really not. So, I mean, you could turn off your game here, and we won't have to worry about you getting super powerful. But
I have another question though.
oh,
Go right ahead.
What information did the director give you about our group?
Oh my god. The thing is, I wasn't part of the assassin squad. The only thing I was told is that there was a group of enemy stand users that took out Johnny Cash, meaning that the only thing I know about you is that you killed a stand user.
So, because he didn't give you any information and we did not know that you could have not known anything, we get to ask another question, which is, who are the ones...
Incorrect. I gave you the information that I was given, which was specifically that I was told that you killed Johnny Cash.
Oh. Well, you told us to kill a stand user, but I'll work with the phrasing there. All right, so we don't get to ask another one. So what was yours? Thank you for stopping me, by the way.
Oh my god, I need to stop doing that.
And that was a statement, just so you know.
Oh my god. You know what? Screw it. She kind of just runs her hands through her hair. I am getting tired of this interrogation. I'm not strong enough to get out of here, meaning that I want to leave. How many questions of yours do I have to out
to get out
to your satisfaction? How many times do I need to leave without getting shot in the ass?
No, well, thank you for doing that last part.
I'm going to, stay in Sin's head.
Mm-hmm.
What would be the right time to let them go? Because we technically have to neutralize her.
I want to know.
And if she just goes back to her business, then
she'll likely tell all about us, and that would be bad. So what I would like to know is, I'd say outside my head, what I'd like to know of you. And this is not to answer your number questions, because we currently don't have a number to ask you. But what I'd like to know is, how can we trust the fact that you won't just go back to your company and tell them everything you've learned so far about us, which is practically nothing, but still. Because,
firstly, you asked a question without answering mine, but
I did
it doesn't
answer
really
yours.
matter.
I said we don't really have a number.
Yeah, but you also included that as part of your question, as proven by the run-on sentence. But again, I don't care if Sabaton gets strong, because unless you guys decide to lie through your teeth another 20 or so times, I'm not getting past you.
Okay.
So here, my answer. We make a pact. My stand is so obviously I can't go back on my word without literally fucking up my own chances at survival.
Okay.
So, what? So how do you want to do this? If I start wording the contract, we both know you're going to second guess every one of my words until, if we're ultimately at the end. So let's cut to the chase. Phrase your contract, and I'll answer your questions.
Smart. I don't want to say in my head to Robin. Alright, so main points of the contract that we want to hit would be she's not able to attack us. How do we incapacitate her? Is it us or is it Dot? Because Dot wants us to incapacitate her, but what does that mean in this scenario?
Probably that she's not able to use her stand.
All that Dot wanted was to make it so that they can never come back to work.
That's fair. Alright, so incapacitate her by making it so she never comes back to the camp company. That'd be the first marker, right?
But that doesn't really mean it.
That is true. They could just start another company.
She can still do the job, but just not affiliate herself with Gator.
That's true. How do we want to word that then?
I'm making I'm making a list.
She's not allowed
I'm making
to
a list for the pact.
The person that she works with.
Outside of this, just to make this go a little bit faster, would it not be effective just to go, you can no longer affiliate with Cater any company dealt with Cater? Whether that is a third party, i.e. anything that can be linked back, or links back in some form or fashion, written or not, to the Joestars you cannot work for.
Okay, yeah.
Would that effectively incapacitate her GM?
So technically speaking, that would mostly incapacitate her. I will tell you now, she's straight up going to veto that contract for very logical reasons. Cater owns most of America. If she can't work in America, oh wow.
Yeah. So
Cater's a global
she
thing.
can't work as the
Specific,
yeah.
like
What?
type of work we don't want her doing, or any work in.
We just don't want her working with Cater is the thing.
Yeah, we don't want
She
her
needs
to
to
be
be
coming
competitive.
back to her job at the K company as she's currently working as one of
Like,
the top people.
Can she work at a McDonald's that Cater
Yeah.
owns, in theory?
That would be a third party associated with Cater. The original wording would say
Yeah.
no.
Dot
However,
just
that's-
wants her not
yeah.
to come back to her current work, which is with at the top level care company.
Which is a merc, basically.
Boss,
Here's
directly.
here's a tip. Tell her that she cannot work or that she cannot work or take any orders that can be directly traced back to Johan. Though you
Okay.
don't actually know Johan's name, so.
Yeah. Well, she told us.
Well, she told
Oh
us.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Johan, yeah. She did
Oh
mention
yeah.
Johan.
So that's our first part of the contract is you cannot take any work that can be directly led back to Johan's words. Johan's.
that she knows can be traced back to Johan.
Yeah, that
is
she
what
knows can be traced back to Johan's orders.
Yeah.
That'd be our first point. And then
If she knows, there shouldn't be an if, because
Well,
just no work
The
orders.
thing is, let's suppose that, she's working at a freaking Mickey D's and they tell her to deliver something for whatever reason. If it turns out that Johan placed a freaking phone call, that would literally cause her abilities to be crippled just because she had no idea that Johan ordered out.
yeah, if she knows,
That's how
and
she
she
sees it.
cannot attack us as the group, us five. She cannot attack us. No, she cannot harm us in any way, shape, or form, or restrain us.
No, I would just say do not engage any of her group and stay at least a mile away.
But that would injure right now.
Well,
Well,
not
she can just
necessarily,
go-
because as it is, you basically, right now, if you say that she has to stay a mile away, right now it's outside of her control. She cannot control where she, whether
that
she's
is true.
close
It's
to you
fine.
right now.
After our contract
Yeah.
is made, I'll just ship her off to Hawaii.
Boom. That would
Yeah.
be a good way to.
So
Do
is
not
that what we
affiliate
want?
with Cater. Cannot work from orders from Johan directly or not.
Mhm.
Or
Okay, yeah.
or
So
not.
she cannot work. She cannot take any orders that are directly that she knows are directly from Johan.
I mean, if she stays at least a mile
And she can
from our members.
Yeah,
This-
so the
from
statement
any
I will be
of our
using is she cannot take any orders that are directly linked back to Johan if she knows that they are directly linked back to Johan. Do not engage any of our group. Stay at least a mile from any of our members. And, I mean, do not affiliate with gear. I can just remove, but yeah.
Oh, Johan. I thought
Yeah,
Johan.
Johan.
I was like, how did you get Norwegian? That sounds
Johan.
like Japanese.
Yeah. Alright, so that's what we're gonna go with. So I'm gonna say to her after, close my eyes and obviously pretend to think a little bit. I'm gonna look at her and be like, alright, the contract will be as such. You may choose to edit it if you wish. However, we get final say over the exact wording of the contract. Fair?
Fair.
Alright. Do not engage any of our group. This is me, Lilith, I point to her, Robin, point to her, James, or Ron. You've met the two of them, you know who they are.
Who the fuck is James?
The one who is walking with a peg leg.
Oh my god, he lied to me.
Technically, no.
Technically, he did not.
Technically, you didn't. But at the same time, keep in mind, Sabaton didn't get stronger. She just loudly shouted.
Technically, he
Again,
did
yeah,
not.
They think
lie
I'm a
to
part of the group. I'm technically not. To me, I am just the person driving them because I want this problem
Yeah.
resolved in a non-violent manner.
Technically, he
Yes.
is not. He did not lie to you.
He
He is
did
not
not.
technically part of our group as by his sayings. Only by ours because we keep forcing him to be around us. Technically, he didn't lie to you. But regardless, you cannot engage any of our group in I would say physical combat. I mean, vocal maybe, but we'll...
No, just say it be at least a mile away from us.
Yeah, be at
Because she
least a
cannot
mile
fight us.
away from each of our members, if possible, that you have control over. If you have no control over being a mile away from us, or if you don't know that we're a mile away from you, it doesn't matter. But you have to
No,
at least
don't
be...
say that. Just say you have to
If
be a mile away
if she
from us.
flies on a plane and she goes over our head and she somehow is less than a mile away from us, that cripples her. That's mean.
I don't give a crap. She stays away.
I do. If you have knowledge
She's
that we are somewhere, you cannot
you
be
bend it
a
like
mile
that,
within that
she's-
area.
You can't bend words like that, bro. You're gonna hurt us.
She kind of scratches the back of her head.
Oh my God.
God, you guys are not. You're new to the whole contract business, aren't you?
A little bit.
Who are you talking to?
Yeah, I'll take it.
And you cannot work
Oh,
under
so I
any
know where you
orders
at.
directly from Johan that you know of. If you know that they are directly
Directly or
from
not.
Johan, you cannot work under them.
I must make my absolute best effort to avoid taking any orders that I know or suspect may be from Johan. If I choose to act in a way that I believe might benefit, then that'll still trigger it. Does that sound right?
Yes. And the first half?
Cool. Neat. Kind of sucks. Probably not gonna get many more pay.
Our job
It's
is
fine.
to
You're not gonna
incapacitate
be staying
you.
in America for very long.
Our job is to incapacitate you. So as long as you do not work for Johan, we don't really care. And as long as you don't fight our group, we don't really care what you do.
Neat. Yeah, so I'm a very nice person. I'm honorable, and I'm just, and I'm going to point out, you need to tell me, in this contract,
Mm-hmm.
Yo, because you have not included a stipulation where I can't just phone him up and tell him, fuck off, here's the information, don't give me yours.
You are not allowed to contact Johan in any way, shape, or form that you are aware of.
Yeah, obviously that includes I can't call my old coworkers, can't give them the skinny to tell that.
To the best of your knowledge, your words cannot get to Johan or his associates.
Yes.
Fair?
So I cannot jump on national TV and start ranting about stands.
Now, if you believe that he will see it, which, if you, know he controls everything, so
else?
you know he will see.
Anything else before I leave? Because, frankly, the only reason I'm agreeing to this is because I do believe that the little birdie over there is going to feed me lead breakfast.
She's getting close to it.
I believe it. I want out.
Alright.
Well, as long as all of these rules look good to all of us.
If I violate any of those rules, then Sabaton will cease functionality. Screw it. Until it's just going to cease functionality until such time that I do honestly and fully believe that I am no longer acting against your interests.
That will
Basically, it is impossible for me to use Sabaton stand against you, literally, or the other.
Figuratively?
Close enough.
And from
You
that,
understand
we
my
won't bother you at all either.
Yes.
Good.
I do have one more question for you, if you do not mind answering. You're free to go if you wish, but I do have a question for you.
You guys are bad at this.
Shut
I
up.
really should have put that into the but screw it. Go ahead. I will walk if it's stupid.
Do you have any teammates that will actively try to find you?
You seem to be presuming a whole damn lot.
I kind of have to.
Yes, actually. Yeah. Just. Oh, God.
Because if you do, we will have to bother you again because they will be around you, and I personally don't want to do that to you.
Okay. Yeah, Johan's gonna send.
Because, yeah, I don't want to tell you
better
we're going
keep
to leave
running
you
then.
alone and then walk up to you and be like, hey, we're back again, somebody found you. I don't want to do that to you. You are a nice person. I don't want to be a dick to you.
Well,
All right. I'll work against. Okay.
Hmm.
I'm going to answer the question, and I'm going to answer it honestly. I'll be doing my best to avoid being captured again by Johan's troops. Not to benefit you, but because if once Johan learns that I can't use my stand to assist, he's not going to take it well.
And we will attempt to avoid you unless one of your teammates manages to capture something in which it's not in our power to avoid you. We have to. I do apologize for that in advance.
Doesn't matter. I don't care.
All right.
Take him out if you can.
That's our goal.
He's gonna take sabotage. Kill him if you can.
Our plan is to incapacitate him similar to how you are. So if we find some way to make it so he can't work with you, we'll do that. However,
Good.
if it comes near
Incapacitate,
point,
I'll kill him if necessary.
oh no, because it doesn't work on his thing. I mean, if you wish to kill him, that's not up to us. If we incapacitate him, we knock him out, and he's unable to fight, if you want, come by and kill him. That would be attachment to our thing. You are not allowed to be within a mile of our group unless specifically you are trying to kill Johan.
Neat.
That way you
Good
can
luck
actually
out
kill him.
there. Try not to die.
right. And is this the end of the conversation?
Yes.
Because I can get her
I
out of here.
swear
yeah.
to God, it better.
All right. I'm
I have
gonna
nothing.
ask Gaia to turn her back to me.
I'm not. I'm gonna be
I don't
frank
want
here.
you seeing. I don't want you to see how my
She
stand
literally can't
works.
fight against us. It's not like it matters.
I'm not
And
turning
I'm
my
gonna
back on a woman with an AK.
That's a
I thought
fair
you
point.
said your stand could take the heat.
Yes, if I see it coming.
That's a very fair point.
I'm
Just
gonna
let it
ask
go.
her. I'm
Jesus
gonna ask her,
Christ.
looking through my postcards, just flippant, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a country that you would like to go? Because it's not America.
Not America, huh?
Yep.
God.
It's not the United States, North America.
I don't know.
Quickly, I might pick one at random.
Fuck it. No, Hawaii's part of the States, isn't it? God damn it.
No, you can pick that one. Go ahead.
Oh, Hawaii then. Hawaii.
Cool. I pull out Hawaii. It's a nice little cute postcard. And then I
Better not be a
Um,
postcard of the volcano, though.
acted volcano. Anyway, no, it's just a nice little one where it's facing the beach on the ground, having a nice little view of a village or city.
Drop her in the
nearby.
ocean.
No.
What do you
Anyway,
mean? She's
I
so nice.
look
Mhm.
at the photo, and then it burns in my hand, and in front of her, or to the side of her, is a portal because I want to make sure that she goes. And I say, "Have a nice trip."
Mm-hmm. Later. Let's see. Birdie, Hansy, and I don't have a nickname. Guy.
Sportsy?
Catcher in the Rye.
Wow, I was worried that I'd come up with something stupid. Sportsy, just to blow all expectations. Thank you, sir. I never realized there were people stupider than my teammates. Later.
We try.
Nice, and I closed the portal.
So I'm curious, Buck, how would you have handled it?
One, I wouldn't have gotten lost track multiple times of who was asking what questions, and B, I would have asked a
very
lot more relevant questions that she would have understand and know things
Mhm.
for. Because really, y'all.
And besides, I would have been there.
Yeah, I would have still would have
Yeah.
asked like, what do they do with prisoners? Because you watched Ron follow a lady.
I don't know though.
They were talking about the memory playing things. I
Whatever
assume it
Ron
was
gets
memory
Ron
playing.
into,
Also, I just feel really bad for
Ron
whoever
does-
Ron is with.
I feel like we did okay asking about who the
And
boss
we
is,
incapacitated
and though
her.
it didn't lead anywhere, we still
Uh,
got
I mean,
Uh,
multiple
y'all got
members.
some of the questions I would have asked. It's just like it was kind of painful to watch because y'all sat there and debated like 90% of the questions, and it was like, just ask it already. If you're gonna
I had
debate
to
it,
phrase
just
it
ask
really properly.
I didn't know when we were asking the questions that
Mhm.
I was keeping her, in. So if I had known then, I would have just asked the question without a buffer.
I also really should have asked, like, I should have stated in the rules, like, how many of us get the question. Is it one question per person, or is it one question for our team and hers? As that was kind of confusing.
It would have been 1-to-1. That's
Yeah.
what she would have been for.
Okay.
She's
So,
not going to let you get 3 times as many questions as her.
yeah, fair.
Since the only one that messed up, who was the next one to get
I was
questions?
very
I mean,
confused.
seriously.
Also, you're the one who asked 2 questions first.
I asked
To be
2
fair,
questions
Sin,
almost immediately.
you confused yourself, Sin.
I mean,
You did.
fair, but you also asked 2
And if
questions
He
immediately,
answers
Meg.
both of the questions, then it's not my fault.
She answers
Yeah,
both
so there was
questions,
also-
she gets a buff, but there's not
Yeah,
enough to
again.
be able to get her out of there.
So there was a very simple way of answering that question. Hey GM is an amazing moment
It's
of
true.
hey, because I assume Corin kept track of everything.
Yeah.
A little bit too much.
But he kind of had to if he wanted to make that an interesting situation.
Keep track of
Sabaton
what?
was a stand that needed to know the rules and needed to make them as clear as possible, which is why Gaia, who is known for her brawn, not her brains, wasn't able to use it to its fullest.
Hmm.
Basically, Sabaton is most powerful in the hands of a lawyer. Gaia
That's fair.
is a brawl.
Hamilton gets Sabaton.
Oh god.
Yeah. Hamilton picked up Sabaton, you know he'd be a walking demigod.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that was pretty decent. You guys got captured, but
I acted
didn't
like,
die?
like I was trying to kill her the whole time, but I did
Technically-
enjoy the character.
Okay, by technicality, Buck was captured. In actuality, Buck feigned capture and honestly could walk out at any point. He just likes Doug.
Buck basically was like, oh, and wrapped a couple snakes around his wrist, like, oh no, I'm caught. Whatever will I do?
Yeah, at any point, Buck could literally walk out of that room without any problems to himself because he's got a walking, talking death turtle
Good.
next to the captain.
You'd think that would work.
Oh, it wouldn't
But you
work.
know.
I know it wouldn't work. But the thing is, that's still a distraction for Buck to leave.
Yeah.
Against some people, that would definitely work. If you were facing off against, say, Tony, sure, that would work. You don't know why it would work, but I can tell you right now, it'd work. If you were
Wait.
across from Tanya, though, that would be very different.
Again, it's not trying to kill anybody. It's
Mhm.
just a momentary distraction for Buck to, walk out the front door.
Yeah.
Tanya's response to that would probably boil down to, you think that'd kill him? For reasons
this-
that, again,
Mhm.
Do you guys think that this is a interesting way of neutralizing characters? Just force them into this place, make a pact, and then ship them off to Hawaii or China?
If their
Sabaton is the
stand,
only one that could make a pact that way.
Ah.
yeah,
Sad fate.
it'd be nice if we could do that for all of them, but unfortunately we can't.
I know.
To be
So
fair,
we're gonna
I
have to resort
neutralized
to
Doug
my
by
favorite.
making him my friend.
It's
We're
true.
gonna
The
have
power
to
of friendship
resort.
is incredible.
We'll have to resort to my favorite way of incapacitating people: kneecapping.
Or
That's
we could
not
just
gonna stop
all
it,
ship
everyone.
them off somewhere else and have them run back. I don't know.
And
I
to
don't
be
know.
fair,
Trap them in a warehouse.
oh,
Drop
so,
them in India.
question, GM. What would
What's-
happen if Benjamin went into Buck's old memories? Would that be a bad? I feel like that would be a bad.
Benjamin has trouble accessing certain things due to certain. Technically, I'm going to call it DM fiat. It's not technically DM fiat, but if you look at it closely enough, it's basically DM fiat. Notice that he couldn't get into Ron's head.
Yeah, but I figured Ron's head is a bit too messed up, and Buck's head is currently kind of vacant and hard, and memories are only suppressed; they aren't exactly gone.
It has more to do with the fact that Ron's a jumper.
Yeah, I
enough.
was gonna say it's just a jump.
You're not
That's
completely protected.
problem.
There's some things, it's actually going to be made a bit more clear while following along some more of Ron and Walrus's stuff if they end up reaching the topic. But with Diana coming in to question them, then there's going to be some information.
Yeah.
Oh, by
Are
the
we
by,
over, or are we still
where did
going?
we pop out of her warehouse?
So since you entered the warehouse, you'd end up exiting the same place that you opened up the portal in the first place.
Unless
so
you
you
want
could
to
leave.
be somewhere else.
Okay.
I mean, the warehouse portal itself will only open up to where you originally had the thing. Your portals also let you go elsewhere.
I
The
could
warehouse
probably
specifically
have
can't.
pictures of the city with me as opposed
Yeah,
as
yeah.
pictures from my Polaroid, so we could just go anywhere in the city or back to the place.
Because we were told by, I think you talked with Ron, if I remember correctly, and he said that he was, air quote, captured. And so, do we know where that building
Through
is?
the brain. I believe that it was described as the massive fuck building in the distance.
Yeah.
Do you have a picture of said massive fuck building in the distance that we could travel over there and potentially be...
I'm pretty sure that should have a postcard just in and of itself.
Oh, it does. Have you recently gone postcard hunting?
If I was in the city beforehand, I would have just stolen all of the postcards in the rack.
Ah, choosing the path of evil, I see. But yeah, you do have a
No!
postcard.
I'm
Drop some money
using
there.
it to its usefulness. Who else uses postcards these days?
A surprisingly large number of people.
Grandmas.
Yeah.
Well, I'm about to send a postcard.
I enjoy the classics, the old style music. Like David.
Jesus
Old
Christ.
name.
I mean, to be fair, it's the
know.
2040s.
Don't make that sound.
Do we want to just portal in front of the big Cater
I mean, we'll pour somewhere near the building, I guess. I mean, they don't know who... Well, they know who we are, but they don't know who we are.
Pictures. The only postcards that have pictures of Cater Core that isn't a wide pan shot from of the whole cityscape are ones that show off how tall it is by taking low framed pictures from right in front of the building. It's all about the aesthetics.
Again,
Hell
and you
yeah.
show like 2 people you probably should go grab.
Do we have pictures of buildings near the giant building?
Nope, they come in 2 brands: the city sky, and look how huge this building is when you're right in front of it.
I mean, if you guys are comfortable falling from the sky, some of us can fly.
I'll just hang on to Lilith.
Because there's only 3 of us dropping in right now, you know.
Actually, Lilith,
Wait,
you
I
can just
probably do
fly.
have the strength
Yeah,
to hold both of you.
Yeah, you could just fly and carry us with your stand and hope no one sees us.
You know,
You know,
I love
there's-
forgetting that Lilith has wings.
Yeah. Oh, so
Yeah,
there's a
'cause
lovely
we're not
thing of you
drones.
don't have to do that complicated thing, and you could just go out the front door of your warehouse.
To where?
If you go out the
The-
front door
I
of your
mean, it's
warehouse,
milk.
you're about a 15-minute walk.
Are we really?
So,
Oh, yeah, okay.
I don't
Boop.
know. Is it
This
what
place.
to do? I
again-
don't know what else we're gonna do besides store. Well, I guess we can just.
You know, you
Yeah.
could do what Buck did and walk in. It's not.
Want-
Look, they're a business. They're not a high tech No, they're a business.
Yeah.
They're a company.
And they also don't know who we
normies
are
actually
exactly.
do come in the front.
Yeah, we don't really know. They don't really know who we are exactly, so we could totally walk in.
Hey,
Um,
Robin, can you just roll a d20 here?
I don't really want to just walk in. I don't want to be that person.
But
What am I rolling for? Because I'm not gonna be right in front of the fucking building.
Cool. No, I didn't have to do that. I just needed to see whether or not you got above a 10. Don't worry, I didn't make you roll for any specific reason.
Alright, so we popping out in the normal area, or we popping out in the skyline?
That's for Robin to choose.
Yeah, I'm staring at Robin.
I don't want to pop in right in front of them, but if it's around 15
It's
15-minute
a
walk.
15-minute walk.
15-minute walk, but that's fine enough distance.
Okay. Oh, why is the wrong character there? Sorry, that's the wrong character. I meant to be
Yeah.
Megan's.
But yeah. So as you pop out, you're about 15 minutes away from it, but I do want to pivot over to Ron Walrus real quick before we wrap up the episode, because I don't know, has Ron decided to sit down and play the Xbox, or is he still sitting there doing the massive math calculations like in that one meme?
Yep, he's still sitting there doing massive math calculations.
Okay. As you sit there, there's a small, gentle knocking at the door.
Imagine it's right here, maybe?
Yep.
Okay, can I do something funny?
Sure.
Can I just walk over and open up the door for the person?
Yeah. So as you open up the door, you can see there appears to be a blonde woman, 5'4", so not exactly. Looking at her watch, she's currently wearing a lab coat. Hey, I was told to come to the, God, I think the worst guest room. This is the third one I've checked out of 4. I have no idea what standards they're using. Are you prisoner number 1?
I don't know.
Crap.
Who got captured first?
Again, ma'am, I'll be real. You coming inside because, like, we aren't supposed to have the door open. Doug is currently on the couch playing with a gecko, so...
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah. She steps in, closing the door behind her. By the way, Doug, you forgot to lock the door. You can hear him actually go, oh, fuck, no.
To be fair, I'm not leaving. Doug is nice, and he's been on the floor, not moving, for hours, actually, at this point. I don't know if he's still alive, but to be fair, the snake is still, like, on his back, so I assume he is.
Cool. I'm here to interrogate you two.
Okay, what do you want to ask?
Okay, I'll start. Let's see. Did you get letters?
Yeah, I handed it to your boss. He kind of went, what? There's nothing here.
Letters, plural. You, person on the floor, you have a letter?
He doesn't move. He's still trying to think up things.
Hey, Tanya, how are you? I heard you were here for Ron.
How does Ron react to that phrase?
He doesn't. He's too stuck into his own mind, trying to figure out what he had
JoJo,
learned.
Brando, JoJo, Brando.
Oh, no, not just that, but how does this guy know about jumpers? Every world he's gone to so far, they've known nothing about.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Can I pull a classic buck real quick?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
James, like, has a moment of kind of annoyance, and he went, ma'am, can I have a moment?
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, I'm paid by the hour, so I don't really care how you use the time.
He taps on your shoulder. Hey, can I throw you through a wall? Hey, he isn't responding. I'm sorry about your wall, as you just see him grab him by the head and chuck him.
You know, listen. So listen, when you pick him up, his body does not move. It doesn't make any movement at all. He's still in that position. As you're lifting him up, tossing it, and just tossing him through the wall, he's spinning, still in that position.
Yeah. So you actually try to toss him through the wall, and he bounces hard. Oh yeah, we reinforced the walls, by the way. Don't hit his head. I need.
But like James' sister's like, you know, I had a feeling that would work. I don't know why, but I have a slight feeling of disappointment.
And then, only then, does he finally move. He stands up. Oh, that was a good nap. Oh, hey guys, what's going on?
Do you have a letter?
A letter? Is there a mailbox somewhere?
No, I mean, like, all the jumpers are supposed to get letters. This guy got one. She gestures vaguely at Walrus, still looking at her watch and missing the target, basically gesturing in a weird direction. He got one, so you have one.
What's a jumper?
Neat.
Yeah, ma'am. Again, I got a letter in my mailbox because I've grown up in this city.
Look, all I know is that I was on a rooftop for some reason. I think I may have hit my head one too many times on the way up. and I fell through a roof. The roof might not have been very structurally sound, mind you, and then I ran into these people. I don't know nothing about no jumpers. I don't know nothing about letters. All I know is that I'm looking for Joestar.
Uh-huh.
At least
Neat.
that's what the man in the desert told me.
I have a question for you then. Who was better, Jonathan or Joseph?
This is a trick question, ma'am.
It's a weird answer. How so?
Because you see, Jonathan was the gentleman. He would not let a lady, go without helping her out. It is the reason why Sir Speedwagon even followed him in the first place. Now with Jonathan, wait, and these Joestars are almost all the same sometimes, though different things change
Oh
about them.
no.
No, I get that. Jonathan was a really nice dude, and that's really cool. Joseph was also pretty rad. Personally, my favorite Joestar was... Yeah, honestly, I'm going to have to give it to Josuke. His Crazy Diamond was just blew my mind on how
no.
stance could be used.
I'm sorry, but what are y'all talking about?
Oh no.
Just jumper things, hun.
Um,
So,
okay.
you hit your head, huh? What, you took the drop-in option?
Oh no.
Hi, my name's Diana. This is my third jump. How are you doing?
We came across another
Wait.
jump.
Wait,
Oh no.
how would you even? Okay, hang on. I need to ask one thing. So Johan was a Joestar.
Yes.
What year is it? Because
The
last time I
year
checked,
is 2042, I think.
oh dear, oh no.
Can I just go sit with Doug while
He
you
goes
two?
he goes up to the wall and he leans on. He's like, oh no.
I believe
Oh,
the
no.
correct line is, "Oh my god!" She says with a wry grin.
Oh no.
Oh no.
All the
So-
jumpers got letters.
So, ma'am,
Oh.
Oh no.
I think I'm in the wrong time. I think I'm a man out of time.
Oh no. Why?
So, Sin,
last I
Walrus,
knew-
what have you figured out?
That both of the right hands are jumpers.
Who else got a letter?
Nailed it. According to Dot, the two right hands and the director.
So that means all three are jumpers.
Yeah, it does.
Hmm.
That explains
Oh,
that.
right as she said, all the jumpers got letters. I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
So Diana finally looks away from watch, smiling wide now. So, my stand is a nice little bit of fun. The best part, though, has to be that in this room is probably the worst matchup you could have ever put yourself up with.
But ma'am, listen, you what you said doesn't make any sense to me though.
Which one? How do you mean?
Because the last time I checked, it was the year 1995.
Oh, that's an interesting statement. Can you please elaborate?
Yeah, because I was out in the desert. All right, so bear with me here. I was
Haven't
out
lost
in
me
the
yet.
desert, and I ran into this man. He was just sitting there. I don't know what he was doing there, So I was like, oh yo, man, you're sitting out here in the desert. You want to find some like an oasis, maybe? I know where there's one right down the road. He turned and looked at me. He had this face only a mother could love.
A surprisingly large number of people have faces like that. I'm
I
looking
know.
at one right now.
Thank you.
Question:
But he
Did he have
whacked
a
me with this
horse?
stick. He whacked me with a stick right on my head, and next thing I knew, I was in a warehouse.
I honestly have no idea what you're talking about.
Neither do I. What is going on here?
Does your patron smack people with sticks regularly?
What's a patron?
Your oh god, what do yours use? What terms do your guys use? Your
Wait. patron, does that word spark anything in ye old James I.E. Buck?
It sparks an image of a woman in a red and white sundress. Or I guess in a weird red and white battle outfit. I keep forgetting that Sin used a different image.
I'm sorry, can you say that again, ma'am? A patron?
Yeah. I don't suppose you happen to know anything about it. Patron, an individual who orchestrates the jumps, who sends you in, gives you the boons.
Do you mind if I just leave?
So, how close?
Sorry, I do mind. So sorry about this, but I really can't let you leave the room. Well, I can't let you leave the building. I can't stop you from leaving the room.
Well, do you mind if I take a moment to step out?
Go right ahead. Just
know.
one second, prisoner number 2. She does tap Buck on the shoulder once.
No,
Just
I'm trying to access
don't leave the room. Or sorry, don't leave the building.
I mean, I like Doug. He's nice. He hasn't tried to kill me or tried to intimidate me in some weird factor of bravado. I don't want him to die or lose his job.
That's fair.
But
What were
I'm
you
feeling
saying?
oddly angry.
That's fair. It seems like you took some sort of amnesiac drawback or something. I wouldn't know. I like my brain too much. Now, prisoner number 2, what were you saying?
Well, I was trying to ask you, the DM.
Oh, okay. What's up?
Like, how close was she to me?
She was within a foot.
Good. So when she turns to look at me, he's just gonna. He's gonna.
He's gonna wheeze violently.
Wheeze violently?
No. I'm trying to get it out. He's gonna sweep her off her feet and give her a kiss.
Oh my god.
No.
Well, first off, I'm pretty sure that's sexual harassment. Secondly, there's a moment of stunned silence as the entire room goes silent before there's a very cold call of fuck as the gecko does fall to the ground out of Doug's hand.
That's sexual harassment. Oh my gosh, there's no consent.
There's a really bad sensation that suddenly goes through Buck's entire body. It's weird. You mentioned that you currently have a snake for a leg, right?
Uh-huh.
You can't seem to control the snake, right? As you notice
it's not a snake, it's Reptilia's tail.
Oh. Well, I thought it was a snake.
There's a snake on Ron's back.
Yeah,
there's a snake on Ron?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
that may actually be worse. Okay, you do feel that cold feeling go through your entire body as the snake on Ron's back suddenly begins to, for lack of a better word, change. You no longer seem to have any control over it as it suddenly begins to rapidly grow, reaching its head suddenly expanding as you can only describe what you're seeing as an abnormal advanced evolution. It's the only thing that you can use to explain why in the world that the snake is turning into something more similar to Shen, as it suddenly drives itself in between the two bodies and slams out Diana, getting knocked to the ground, and with Ron now having a very massive snake dragon being currently wrapping around him, trying to.
Interesting. I run back into the room because my reptiles got messed with.
Aw, why you gonna hurt me, the big fella? I thought we were having a good time. I let you. Yeah, shut up now. Listen, I'm talking here. I
think you're being currently strangled.
Why would you turn against me?
You are currently being very violently attacked as it tries to crush your bones, and it is rapidly growing bigger and stronger.
You're gonna have to start wheezing again.
Yeah, again,
my guy doesn't care right now. For one thing, pecks for a bit, so they kind of give him enough time to get a.
Yeah, I run back into the room because my reptiles got messed with. Hey, what are you doing?
She looks furious.
You'll also have to forgive me.
Ma'am, what are you doing to my reptile?
She slowly turns towards Buck. Um, well, he may have triggered my stand, and I don't have a mind to stop it.
How do you stop your stand?
That's an excellent question. Mind if I get back to you on it?
Your
What's up?
stand is through.
Question for GM. Can this dangerous situation of it's still Ron, and Buck doesn't want someone else coming around, can this trigger one of Buck's reality-breaking moments?
Yes.
And everyone in the room, including the snake, goes limp.
Moment where it suddenly stops, and the snake begins to go limp and starts falling down before it suddenly starts to develop more. Its scales suddenly begin to get larger and heavier as they begin to continuously pin down, even as Diana falls to the ground.
Well,
Ooh.
this is an odd sensation. Why do I feel like this is familiar? Hey, Blue and Stupid, why does this feel familiar?
Which one's blue and stupid?
Ron.
Okay.
Of course, he's blue and stupid. I mean, I don't know, because I kind of forget things daily.
Yeah, whatever. You see Buck, like, slowly stand up as his body's probably more used to this than anyone.
Mhm.
And he goes, Reptilia, head, as he bites down on his own snake, injecting it with his venom.
As it begins to spread through, you can see that it's
Ew.
gradually starting to weaken until you can hear a chuckle from Diana. You know what?
I don't like this.
You shouldn't. But, maybe someone shouldn't pull shit like that.
What do you mean? What did he do when I walked out of the room?
Sexual
Look.
harassment.
There,
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
he
have to tell
deserved
you
all
right
the
now.
pain he got, but just don't kill him. For some reason, that irritates me more than, hearing the
Oh,
word.
once I get strength back in my legs, I'm going to stab him.
As you see Buck, like, come over for a second, a very different look on his face, and he just grabs her neck. Let me be very clear. And this is Buck, this isn't James.
Mhm.
No one kills him but me.
Well,
Jesus.
I guess that makes us rivals.
No.
You better.
As Buck snaps her neck at that moment. Because, again, Vice Grip is his thing. This is Buck, this isn't James, this is Buck.
There's a moment where it seems like it's going to roll 1d20 real quick.
Mhm.
Jesus.
First, that's a 10.
Sorry. Yeah,
Sorry.
hold up. Actually, roll strength. It occurs to me you have to roll strength
Yeah,
because
no
you're
worries.
trying to break her neck.
Jesus
Sorry, I
Christ.
didn't mean to roll twice.
Oh, that's 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
Okay.
was-
So you rolled too low to succeed, but then you roll. I'm gonna have you roll one more strength roll.
Yeah, that
because
was
I don't
my
want-
bad.
Yeah, you good.
As you go over it, there is a click, but it ultimately results more in a low chuckle. Come on, my chiropractor does worse than that.
I mean, then the James kicks in. Oh, do you want me to fix it? Wait, what was I doing? Why am I strangling you? Could you please explain these entire situation? Why are you all on the ground? I'm confused.
Wow, you've got a really lenient patron, don't you?
What now?
God, are all of your team like this?
My guy,
Never
I'm
mind.
getting up,
I mean-
and I move over. I go over.
The only reason I'm here, lady, is because they needed a ride, and I wanted an answer. Now, can you please explain why have you in my hands, and my grip isn't letting go? Why Doug, you, me, and everything in this room feels like it's limp. Like, literally, I haven't felt this limp since I was in the literal Sahara Desert without water for like 2 days.
I'm crawling over and I'm putting my hand on his on whatever I can get a hold of him with for now. And it's like,
What?
don't worry, my friend. I'll explain it to you later. But first, I gotta ask something. So, Diana, what world do you come from? Are you a
Earth
jumper
shit
from?
stain.
But here's the thing, though. There are many Earths.
I know that. That's why I was sassing dipshit.
Look, when I started this whole thing, a motorcycle fell on my head, so you have to forgive me. I'm kind of retarded.
Funny. I'm not going to forgive you. I figured you were retarded.
Look, Can you just like all calm down for like 2 seconds? I'm actually kind of afraid here because my hand's around another human's neck, and I don't like this.
James.
I'm
Uh-huh.
stepping out for a minute.
There's a reason for that, but yeah. Also, I'm afraid you can't. Right.
What do you
now.
mean I can't?
No, I'm talking to the pretty lady. You can't because I have questions I need.
You think I care? No,
I'm pretty sure you will care whenever I tell you that. Everything you know is bullshit.
Congrats. You almost have my attention. You have 6 seconds till I make it out of that door, assuming that James here wants to let go of my throat.
Ma'am, I literally can't. Can somebody please, like, smack my arm in this very specific location? Because literally my arms are so stretched. Like, I've literally been fighting muscle fatigue for the last 2 minutes, I'm pretty sure, because my legs feel like they're on fire and my arms are locked up. Somebody
Doug
please help.
gets
I'm
up
kind of
and
scared.
pretty much does that.
Oh, thanks,
God,
Doug.
I thought of duck
You
moving.
got 6 seconds. Prisoner number dead. Go ahead. She starts walking towards the door slowly.
What's your real name?
Fuck you.
No,
That's a horrible real name.
I know. I'm genuinely curious. Ugh, forgive me. Tongue. Please.
What's yours?
My name... Yeah. Actually, it is Ron. I am not creative in coming up with actual names. I'm just a small town guy who came from the boondocks. I really don't want to be here. I was just sitting down.
Bullshit. You're asking my real name. Are you trying to imply I'm fake?
Oh no! I'm not saying that you're fake. I mean, I may. I don't know. I don't know nothing anymore now. You know. Ever since I met this deity, as you call her, or whatever. Patron, whatever. Yeah, I don't care. Nothing has ever been the same for me, so I'm surprised I haven't completely lost it at this point. I feel like I'm almost on the verge of a mental breakdown, and I have no idea what's gonna happen when I do, because I have abilities you could have.
Oh, really? You have abilities that I couldn't fathom.
Oh yeah.
I'm very confused by all of this.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry, James. It'll all make sense eventually.
Oh, don't worry.
Go ahead. Continue. Ron.
Yes, that's my name. Like I said, don't wear it out. Now, let's see. I mean, it all depends really on which worlds you went through, to be precise. Like, is this your first jump or your second jump?
You say third.
I literally just told you this is my third.
Ah. Well, as you see, for me, this is like
Fifth.
This is like my 5th jump at this point. So I've accumulated a few unique abilities.
Neat. And I might be worried. Go ahead, tell me, what's the strongest world you've gone to?
Probably Ruby.
Yeah. Ever heard of a little series called Ruby?
Well, I do know of it. I've seen a couple of seasons, but I assume that you enjoy it because you relate to it so much. Because it seems like both of you were dropped a lot when you were young.
Oh, actually, I have no idea what a Ruby was until I fell into that world. And also, so because of that world, a few of my abilities kind of meld together, so to speak. So I kind of have like this transformation I can go through. You want to see it?
You know what? No, I don't. I can see why Tanya was refusing to be in a room with you.
Oh yeah, he's an absolute idiot that I've experienced so far, and I don't know if either one of you are telling the truth to me. At this point, I don't care. I'm more scared of me at this point because I was choking somebody, and I don't know why.
Through that whole thing, while he has her distracted, he's been trying to give sign language to James, being like,
who can read your thoughts.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's been giving signs to him, being like, "Hey, maybe you should use your stand and maybe paralyze her or something. Restrict her, make her not be able to get away, or I don't know, maybe fucking kill her. We're all gonna die if you don't."
what kind of... James looks at you. And he just kind of like, he's staring there. His face is blank. And there's a gecko in the room.
Just
Mhm.
So,
All
I'm
of
not
his
interested.
lizards can be.
I'm not interested in listening to any more of your ranting. And frankly,
Oh.
the sooner I get out of here, the sooner I can call Johan, and the sooner I can get a termination order cleared for.
Here's the thing. You never asked me what I did while I was out there, Kane.
This is true. I did not. Please enlighten me, friendo.
Okay, James has a weird thing of making a lot of things that he sees into the lizards because he likes having pets, and when he's stressed out in a situation where he can't leave the building, he made a new friend, so he's happy, but he's still stressed out because he can't leave the building. He's more scared of Bernadette than any of these people.
You've been flooding the hallways with Okay.
And also,
Yeah.
So
And they're also connected to my psyche for as long as I'm nearby. The tortoise isn't going to do anything because the tortoise was already let loose and let go, so he's doing his own thing. The rest of them have been staying connected. So I'd assume they would be flooding that doorway.
Sure.
Yeah. Can't open the damn door.
So the door does open inwards.
Yeah.
But also,
Again, they would be at the door. They wouldn't be in the door. They'd be at it, just sitting there.
Do you prevent her from like opening the door, or does she just open it and see a whole bunch of lizards?
Nah, I ain't gonna prevent her opening the door.
What'd you say?
I ain't gonna prevent her opening the door. Again, it opens inwards. I'm not gonna shut the door going, hey, I'm not getting near that woman.
Yeah. She pulls it open and does pause for a moment before looking them up. Cute.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I have a bad habit of turning things into a lizard when I'm in a stressful situation.
Cool.
Also, could you please close the door in like 3 seconds?
Sure.
I quickly announced to Buck's mind, like, she hurt your snake.
The snake is actually still alive, still fine. It isn't connected to him anymore. But the thing is, the snake is bigger, stronger, and healthier than it has ever been.
Actually, I bit the snake with my venom.
Good point.
What does my venom do? It
Your venom
corrodes things. It's dead. It's probably dead on the ground.
What you do note is that it is still moving a bit, albeit slowly, as you can see that its own veins appear to be changing color. She does look over her shoulder for a second.
Yeah, so he's basically telling to him, like, she's the reason your snake is like this, right?
He walks over to the snake real quick. So, ma'am, can I ask you one question? You force things to evolve when they touch you.
I didn't touch the snake. But
I didn't say you had to. I did say you had to, but you know what I meant. Stands don't exactly touch things, that stuff. I assume you did that. So, can you turn him back? Or...
Evolution's a one-way street. You can't really reverse it. Not really, anyway.
Gotcha. How many can you do it at a time?
She kind of shrugs. I don't know. We've only tested it a couple of times. It's got to be over... we tested it on mice. I managed to do it for 200-300.
So what would happen if you did it to a person?
She kind of chuckles for a moment. Yeah, so, for the most part, I've got enough moral fiber to conduct human experimentations. Be here in 10 minutes and we'll see if that lasts.
I mean, to be fair...
I'm probably going to still be here for a good long while.
You're probably... can you, get through the hallway without stepping on my lizards? I'm not really partial to any of these people. I don't know why I had you in my hands again, ma'am. I don't know why you said I had some weird memory thing. Sure. Because, again, I grew up here in the city. And I'm pretty sure even if I did have some weird memory flaps, would you really want me gaining those memories back?
Trust me,
I'll try not to step on them.
Thank you.
Trust me, you don't want him to get those back because he... Yeah.
She closes the door behind her, slamming it shut. The lock clicks as Doug appears to be hyperventilating on the couch.
Doug, are you okay?
What the fuck?
What? I didn't do anything.
No, not you. I mean, yeah, you were a little scary, but I already expected that. You're made of snakes.
I'm not made of snakes. I'm made of every type of reptile, technically.
So,
I'm sure that's accurate.
You're gonna love this, but you're gonna look over to Ron and you think he would be terrified because he's gonna die now. No, he's just sitting there with a big smile on his face.
You
I
have
kissed
No
a
one
girl
expected
I
you.
liked
No one
her.
expected you. Literally, no one expected you to actually react to.
Ron. Do you have any idea what you just do you know what you just did?
Yeah, I know what I just did.
Please enlighten me.
I kissed the girl, and I pickpocketed her.
Oh my god.
What, you pickpocketed her?
Did you?
Well, first off,
I had to
roll
get-
dexterity.
Hold
Roll
on.
dexterity. She was shocked, so it's
She
a
was very
DC of 8. That's more than that. You pickpocketed her. The only thing she had in her pockets were 2 bags of gummy bears and a cell phone.
Hey, cell phone.
Any
What do you-
chance, a special
Oh.
kind of gummy bear.
Oh no.
Oh, is it the
Oh,
special kind of gummy bear?
no.
That stress?
We're telling horror stories about that.
So, you have 2 things of gummy bears and you have her cell phone. By the way, you know how she stepped out to make a phone call?
So, Ron, I'm gonna make an out of thing.
Button just got hit from me, so unfortunately, this is actually where I'm going to have to cut off the session.
Yeah.
Next time, we're going to see what happens when she comes back in the. Do your sign-offs in? I've
Yeah.
got a biggity bounce. 46
You
minutes
made
ago.
a phone call. All right. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this series. It was a little bit longer episode than we usually have, about 2 hours and 20 minutes. Holy monkeys! I cannot believe you pickpocketed her. All right. Oh.
I honestly don't know which group is worse.
I know.
be
I'm
fair-
very curious what's
honest.
going on.
Okay, to be fair, in my case, ours did rely on roles
Yeah,
in our
yeah.
situation. Your situation was purely conversation based,
Mhm.
and you guys messed up conversation based. I asked questions because my character legitimately doesn't know any of you people except for when his mind shatters for a second because of
Mhm.
stress, and he goes back to wanting to murder every single one of the people in his group.
I know, right?
I'll,
All right. Well, hopefully.
I'll
Huh?
give you that
Mhm.
she actually was giving you information in the later half, but that was Ron spilled the beans after
I was
she
very
got pissed
surprised by
off.
the letters.
So he just kept talking.
Actually, she
Yeah,
gave
yeah.
information throughout the conversation.
They have a lot.
My whole stick was just like, oh hey, I'm gonna just keep her talking. Eventually, she's gonna get so frustrated she'll just spill something.
I was actually really surprised by how well you did that. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you guys did, like, comment, subscribe. Go check out all the other series we do. We do, I think, 3 different Roll20s at the moment, which is ours, the heroes here. We do also do the villains every now and again, and Ron, Waris, and Vixie's new stuff of Horizon New World, I think.
Okay, so first sin, that's not Jumpchain. That is legit D&D 5th
That's
edition.
why I said Roll20.
Oh, I thought you said Jumpchain. What the...
No, I said we do multiple Roll20 videos. We have this one, Jumpchain
Okay.
Heroes, we have Jumpchain Villains,
I
and then we
don't-
have Horizon New World.
know why you... Okay, so yeah, I'm actually just that dumb. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, anyways, so go check out that stuff if you guys want to. First episode of Horizon New World was released, and maybe the second will be released sometime soon, and hopefully you guys really enjoy this, because we like producing this stuff for you, and hopefully we're going to be getting very consistent. In May, look out in May, we're going to be flooding our channel with stuff weekly, so be very prepared, go ask your friends, subscribe, all that other fun stuff, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Auf Wiedersehen!
But there you
He's totally not desperate.